Hi, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my sewing room. I'm excited to share a craft with you today that requires no sewing and can be made with scrap fabric. So pull out your scraps and let's do some decorating. As I film this, it's pretty close to Easter, and I made this cute wreath that I wanted to share with you. And since it's so quick and easy, there's still time for you to get this done before Easter. This is made with cotton, quilting cotton, mostly from Joann's and Walmart. So it's just stuff that I had stashed and picked up and had put away. This actually was made from a wreath that I took apart that I made a video on, and I'm going to put a link to that so you can see that video where I made my original one. And I love when the edges get frayed, so I actually saved those pieces that I took off of that wreath and I can use them again. So that wreath was inspired by Mimi's Mixed Bag a few years ago, and I thought I'd really like it to be Eastery, but the colors on it weren't Eastery. And so I took them all off and I made this one with the same idea, but I wanted Easter eggs. And I had made a video on some Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree and using fabric, and I decided to try that on Easter eggs. So I went and got some styrofoam eggs. I ordered mine online, but I did this a while back. So if you're in a hurry, you can run down to any of the craft stores and they'll have probably some of these eggs. And I wrapped them with some strips of fabric, put a bow on it, boom, it's done. If you would like to make this is fun with kids. It's so easy. They can do the eggs, they could do the wreath. In fact, my grandkids made eggs. Now I was really just letting them loose, and they're a little older because these do have straight pins and they're sharp. So you don't want any tiny toddlers doing this, but they're older, and so they had really a lot of fun, and I didn't supervise. I just go for it, and they made the cutest eggs. These eggs are so cute. You could just hang them on a ribbon and have them maybe hanging somewhere, maybe hang them on one of your Easter trees, but I wanted them on my wreath. I love the frayed edges, as I said, so I left the frayed edges on all the eggs. I want to show you how quick and easy this is to make. Are you ready? All right, I snipped that at 17 inches, and now I'm going to snip it 4 inches. So my strips are 17 inches by 4 inches. I only snipped it because I wanted to tear it. I like the tearing because it gives that frayed edge. Now, as I tie it, I'm just tying one quick little tie, not even a knot. And I start out by spreading them around so I can kind of get a feel for where this is going to go. And I have to keep cutting fabric, snipping, tying, and at some point you want to start smushing them together. I actually ran out of that green, and I thought, I got some more green. This one has polka dots. So here we go. We're going to fill that in. More ripping, more tearing, more tying. And I'm not really counting or anything. I'm just kind of spreading them out. I think in the end they kind of ended up with every other, but you could use so many different colors here. This would be fun. Now the original green looked the same color on both sides. This green with the polka dots has kind of an wrong side. And so what I did is I kind of folded it a little as I was getting ready to tie it, just so that more of the actual green would show through when I'm tying them. So you kind of see me kind of folding them a little bit. That's all. It didn't really make that much of a difference, if you ask me. But if you are more concerned, then only pick fabrics that look good on both sides. Okay, that's all the green. Now I'm just kind of twisting and turning these knots so that they're not all facing the same direction. Nothing special, just twist them, turn them so that they're kind of messed up. Time to make the eggs. First, I placed them around to see how many eggs I actually wanted. Now I'm going to grab my fabrics. I picked 4, and I have 8 eggs, so it's going to be 2 of each. And these are all just different scrap sizes and 1 fat quarter. So on this one, I just kind of took it, whatever size it was, and kind of see, does that fit around the egg? Yeah. So I just simply snipped it to have some strips. I didn't measure. You can measure if you want, probably about a half an inch, maybe a little less, and then just rip until you have a bunch of strips. Now you have your strips, it's time to wrap them around the eggs. And you want to grab a straight pin, pin one end, wrap, pin the other end. And then just start twisting and turning as you go. If you had a long strip, you could maybe go around a couple times. I was on this color just going around once so that all my pins are on the end. I like the pins on the end so they don't show, because every time you wrap, you cover up the pins that you did before. All right, one done. 7 more to go. So it's more just rip, tear, and pin, wrap. That's it. Just wrap it around, pin it, wrap it around again, pin it. You could also mix fabrics here. You could do maybe a little purple and pink. I mean, you could have really a lot of fun with this. I just did solid colors, but they're really cute. So I just love this color as a fat quarter. That just looked like Easter eggs to me. So this one kind of ties them all together because it has all the colors in it. So just pin and wrap, pin and wrap. I kind of tug a little bit as I'm wrapping so that it really stays, and I want those frayed edges to show, so I let them be. So see how easy that is? You just tie, whatever colors you want, and then make your eggs. And I pinned my eggs on with safety pins. I could have hot glued them, but I want to take these eggs off after Easter and put flowers in their place. So I'm not going to glue anything. This wreath could go a lot, all the way into the summer with different flowers. And then I can pull off all the ties and do something for the next holiday, because you could just save these little tags and wash them. They'll get even more frayed. I love the fraying. The fraying's my favorite part. So I hope you enjoyed this little craft. I'm here every Friday for Friday Sews. Hello, hello, Friday Sewers. So come back and let's visit. And I do a little bit of life, a little bit of sewing, and I also have my glamped up camper that I do talk about sometimes. So I'd love to see you. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I really appreciate that. So I hope you come back, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.